Hey, good morning from the office. I am your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. 67 degrees there in Ellijay, Georgia, 8:01 in the morning. Yes, I have plenty of liquids. If you're new to the show, I guess every day I should anticipate that we have new viewers. It's growing every day, and we appreciate you out there. But yes, I have plenty of liquids here. That's just the way I am. I mean, never know. So, Josh, let's tell everybody how they can communicate with the show. We're here for 2 hours, Monday through Friday, 706-889-9700. That is our phone number. If you would ever like to be on the show, you can just send us a text message, have our producer get in touch with you and see if we can't get you on. Or you can just send live text messages, whether you agree, disagree, whatever it may be. There's the social media ways. You can follow us and send us an email. And that phone number is a 24/7 news hotline. Okay, it's picture day. Now, again, if you're new, and I'm gonna anticipate we have some new viewers because I went down and got a chance to meet with some, I tell you, great patriots. If you don't have a group of patriots you meet with from time to time, you need to find a group. And I have just that group for you that I endorse, support, and go down and take part in what they're doing. I try to go every month. But the President's Team, and I want to give a big shout out to them. So let me do that before we get too far into things. Now, I want to make sure I have the name correct here. Give me the President's Team. I have that wrong. It's the President's Team. Bear with me. I don't even know why I didn't have my pictures up ready to go. Got in a little late last night. So let's go with number 5. It's the President's Team. And this is the big banner they put up in the room. They meet down in Canton. It's about, last night I think they had about 60 Patriots there. Great group of people. You go down, you join them, have a meal, and some great speakers. Every month they have great speakers lined up. They got open mic. You can get up and say what you want, and it's a great time of fellowship. And you need to do that. And I tell you why, because if you're out there and you're not getting interaction with President Trump supporters, it's good encouragement. It's good to work together to encourage each other because we got a battle. We are in a battle and we need each other. So the President's Team down in Canton, you can find them on Facebook. Once you join, all the information on their when they have their meetings, they'll send it to you. But I love they put that big banner up down there. And then last, I want to give a big shout out to these two people right here. Number 3, Josh. This is the director, chairman, I forget, but the director, chairman, Marcia and Richard Cox. Now, Marcia is the director. These two people are outstanding. They don't stop working. I'm not going to say, Richard, that you don't. So yes, Richard, you do a lot of you help Marcia, and I say that jokingly, and he would understand that. She is nonstop. This lady never stops from daylight to dark. Is just what I see from her actions on Facebook and what all she's doing to encourage everybody to support the President of the United States and get involved. So I wanted to give a big shout out to you this morning. I'm almost done, but I just enjoyed last night so much, and we're going to get into this because the director, give me number 4, the speaker last night, so I just want to give you a highlight of the opportunities. This is Zimmy Fleck. She's the executive director of Georgia Right to Life. She was our speaker last night, and we're going to talk about abortion again a little later in the show, and I'll tell you why we're going to talk about that. But she was our speaker last night, and she did a great job laying out all the lies that Planned Parenthood tells, okay? It was a great 15-minute presentation. She stuck around for questions, and you can find her at Georgia Right to Life. And actually, we're going to try to get her on the show here soon, but she did an outstanding job laying out all the lies Planned Parenthood tells where abortion's concerned. So that was our guest last night, and we had a great time going down there and meeting with those fellow patriots. Let me get back to my pictures here. Give me number 2. Now, I will go into this at 9 o'clock because we got to get started, all right? But I gotta give a quick shout out, and I'm going to give you a little more detail there. Stop the nonsense. Vote Pritchard for supervisor. My brother Jerry lives in Pennsylvania. And in Pennsylvania, they have townships, and it's a pretty good-sized township, just north of Allentown, Pennsylvania, good-sized township. And he is well on his way of being the township supervisor. And what I think is funny about this sign is Jerry went on the main highway going through the township and hand-painted this sign. He did 2 sides. He did 2 signs for each direction, and he hand-painted "Stop the Nonsense, Vote Pritchard for Supervisor," and he put it out on the highway, the main highway, and actually a sign company called him that wanted to support him and said, "Hey, we can make you a professional sign," and he said, "No, I don't want a professional sign. I want that so people can see, I did that, and I want them to draw attention." So anyhow, stop the nonsense. And what's interesting, people were wondering what nonsense. And it's funny because I spoke to my sister last night at almost 11 o'clock last night, and she said it was great because everybody in the township that came to vote, they wanted to know what the nonsense is. So it was interesting. But I'm going to give a shout out to him, and I'm going to explain a little bit. Although it's just township supervisor, a lot going on in Pennsylvania that the media won't tell you the truth about. So shout out to he won the Republican primary last night in Pennsylvania for supervisor in his township. He ran against 2 other candidates, and he won. And I'm going to do that at 9 o'clock because I want to give a little shout out to him. At 9 o'clock, my brother Jerry. So let's get started this morning. And I know you probably don't have this because I sent Josh 70 pictures. Now, I have so many examples this morning because I thought for any new viewers out there, I study and I study the media is what when I say enjoy. I enjoy studying the media. I get up every morning and make sure that at 4 a.m., I know it's crazy, that I'm listening and watching CNN so I can get that first 20 minutes of CNN. And then I'll grab the first 20 minutes of Fox just to see the difference. But anyhow, I'll grab that first 20 minutes of CNN, 20 minutes of Fox, start reading articles that are on the internet that are starting to be published. And then at 5 o'clock, I will tune into MSNBC. They have a thing called First Look on MSNBC. I will tune in there. And then at 6 a.m., it's not something I enjoy doing, but at 6 a.m., I will then watch Morning Joe and Minka. And that being said, I do that because it's amazing. It's amazing. And you can see the timestamp. I take pictures of it. And sometimes people say, well, you put up the same picture on the show 5 or 6 times. No, I don't. I put up the same picture, but it's a different timestamp on the picture in the corner of the screen because they never stop running the same narratives. So this morning I wanted to make sure I gave a special highlight to how the media lies to us. And I know you know that, but from news outlets to newspapers to internet websites to broadcasts, no matter which one, They all run with the same headlines. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, and you don't get a difference in the story. There's no pushback anywhere. It's not like there's a story on ABC that says, hey, Democrats are intensifying their calls for impeachment, but on what grounds? Why would they impeach? What are they going to impeach? What is it about? There's never any pushback. None whatsoever. They run the same narrative every morning. And they will, and I'll tell you why, because they are nervous. Democrats are scared to death. They're nervous about Pennsylvania. They watched what happened Tuesday night, and we'll go back into that. Now, Josh, I sent you a lot of pictures. You by no chance have 79 ready, right? All right, he's getting close to 79, so we can't do that story yet. Do you think, oh, here's what I like. Look at here. Give me number 36 if you have it. Let's talk about this just for a minute. It's just for humor, okay? All right. O'Rourke tries to jumpstart campaign at CNN Town Hall. That's where you go? You go to CNN to jumpstart your campaign? We can't just tolerate our differences. We must embrace them. Wow. What profound words from this young man that can't even get like 35, 40 students at a college to show up, okay? But O'Rourke tries to jumpstart campaign at a CNN town hall last night. Now, it's amazing. I think, what does he want to spend? $5 trillion? He wants to double down. Okay, I thought this was funny because I was watching him at this town hall. And on Central America, okay, as I have to give a shout out to my dad really quick. When I was a kid, every time a Democrat would come on TV and they'd say, we need to invest in, my dad would say, they just raised your taxes. So O'Rourke says the crisis on the border and the crisis concerning all of these people rushing the border, the caravans, to try to seek asylum in this country, he said we need to not take the money we give them, take away the money we give these countries, all right? El Salvador, Honduras, all right? We don't need to take the money away, this guy said. We need to double it with efforts, making sure their efforts are based on economic growth so their people can get jobs. We need to double it, this guy said. That's his policy. Send them twice as much money. Twice as much. Okay, so let's go away from that. Now, let me say this, and these aren't really segments, Josh. I mean, you could just put this as the opening monologue and put a couple names in there and what we discussed, because we do put everything up on YouTube. Give me number 79, okay? First of all, this is an attempt and will continue to be an attempt, okay, to try to scare states economically. Now, California is looking at tax breaks for the film industry. Didn't they have that chance? Why didn't they give the film industry tax breaks when they had it to begin with? But they're looking at it to bring them back home into that safety net of liberal wackos out there on the left coast that are okay with late-term abortions. 6,000, my understanding, 6,000 murders last year in the third term. All right, so this is making, now, first of all, the AJC, I always love the day, you've heard me say this, when Republicans think the media likes them. I always just laugh, okay? We have Republicans around the state right now that think the AJC like them, okay? The AJC and the media groups only go to like the convention. Somebody asked me last night, why don't you go to the Republican state convention? I don't. I just don't. On Saturday, this past week, I had 4 or 5 people texting me all day Saturday, telling me what was happening, what motion was on the floor, what resolution they were trying to pass. I had all the details, but I don't go because I don't want to get dragged in to different groups throughout the Republican Party that are looking at things different and get in the middle of their conversations and be pulled this way. Anyhow, all of that being said, I don't go because I try to keep my focus on what I do, and that's just all gossip down there. It is. I like the Republicans, but a lot of gossip down there. And the AJC is only there, and these other media groups, to come home and say Republicans are not unified. Republicans are fighting over a resolution. Now, I'm not going to get down this road right now or get sidetracked. I promise I won't. But the AJC ran all these pictures of the group that got together with the signs that say remove Ralston. Okay, I get it. But that's why they go down to these things, is to try to find a split, a crack in your party so they can promote that for Democrats. Forget it. Anyhow, the media is now, the AJC and all of them, they are doing everything they can to promote what, when I say promote, it should be a positive, but no, to promote the devastating effects of Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, signing the heartbeat bill, okay? Now, I have told you over and over, the tax advantages do not let this bother you or concern you. The tax advantages, all of these movie companies, Jason Bateman, shut your damn mouth, okay? Period, all right? You people need to shut the hell up. Because you know what? I watched the 2 seasons of Ozarks. In fact, I did more marketing for you, just personally, Jason, for Ozarks, because I called everybody like 3 episodes into the first season of the Ozarks, hey, are you watching this? I post on, hey, Facebook, hey, are you watching? It's really good, right? 2nd season. Bam, I'm there. I'm waiting for 3rd season. And Jason, you have to run your damn mouth. I'm sorry. You know, I actually came in this morning and said, I'm going to do 2 hours with no bad words. But Jason Bateman, shut the hell up. Okay? We don't need to hear your opinion. We don't need to hear how. You know what? You made big money for 2 seasons. And I think it's at Lake Allatoona. Where is it at? I think it's Lake Allatoona. They filmed this here in Georgia, the Ozarks. You made very big money. You did well. The tax advantages for your production company, you did that's not Jason Bateman, by the way, but we'll get to her in a minute. You did very well here. You're doing great. Shut up. They're not going anywhere, folks. They like the money. They're not going anywhere. If they do, let's keep this in mind, conservatives out there. I want to say this to you because I get so damn tired of the BS, okay? In 1999, all right? We'll call it 1998, all right? 1998, you go look up the data in Georgia. You could not build enough houses. I think in 1998 or 97, there was like 70,000 in the metro Atlanta area houses built that year, okay? You could not build enough houses. You had companies moving here. You go do the math. I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but this really gets under my skin every time I hear this damn stuff. You go look at 1996, 97, 98 in Georgia. You look how Hot Atlanta, they called it Hot Atlanta, the fastest growing city in the South, blowing everything away. Guess what was not happening? One, we were not trying to beg the movie industry to come here and give them billions of dollars in tax abatements so they could come here and bring liberals. 2, we were not begging Porsche and Mercedes-Benz to come here. I mean, we were not begging them. Now, I'm not against that. I'm not asking them to leave. I want industry here. Don't get angry. I'm not asking anybody to leave, but you go back and look. I get so tired of everybody thinking that we got to kiss everybody's ass, because if we don't, they will leave. They will pack their bags and leave. I tell you what, you drove here, you could drive out. We were okay when you got here. We're going to be okay if you leave. I mean, that's just the bottom line. We cannot, we cannot let the media continue to tell us. You think of what happened, 96, 97, 98, boom. Amazing what was happening. We didn't have Nathan Deal begging all these corporations to bring their liberal union Democrats to this state. We did not beg Mercedes-Benz to leave New Jersey. Damn, do you know how many Democrats came from New Jersey? We did not beg Porsche. We did not beg that forklift company from Illinois to bring their unions and and this is back in those days. I'm glad we got the jobs. We didn't do it. We gave the farm away on taxes. We have given away more tax incentives, and you know what we got for all the tax? The not taxing these corporations that came to Georgia to set up? We got a magazine, okay? We got a damn magazine that they kept holding up for how many years? Georgia, the #1 place to do business, right? That's what we got. We got top billing in a magazine as Georgia #1 place to do business. Great, I love it. But guess what we did? We imported every damn liberal we can import and Democrat voter we can import across this country. Nathan Deal went on a Democrat import. I tell you what, you want to talk about seeking asylum? Oh, you want to talk about them coming from the border, crossing the border? My God, we were bringing them into Georgia for 8 years that Nathan Deal was here. What do you want? You don't want to pay taxes? Come on down. Now, that being said, I don't care if you leave. I don't care if you don't film in Georgia. I don't, okay? And I know people are cringing left and right. Well, do you realize it's a $9 billion industry? I get it, okay? But I am so tired of everybody looking at me and saying, hey, do you realize if we would not have given away the farm, and totally, these people are basically totally, I think Netflix paid zero, right? Totally not paying any tax at all. We would no longer be a state. We would no longer cease to exist. Now, is there not 49 other states besides Georgia, or where Barack Obama's concerned, is it not 52, 53, whatever the hell? I mean, we look all the way across this country and we think we won't exist if Hollywood leaves. All right, let me get back to what I got started on. I knew that was going to tick me off because I get so tired of hearing all this. And, let me give a quick shout out to Governor Brian Kemp, because he had the nerve to call them C-list actors, okay? The first show is leaving Georgia over the new abortion law. The local film industry fears what comes next. They're fearing it. I'm not in fear of any damn thing that's happening out there with the local film industry. You know what I got to say? Get the hell out. I mean, just go. Take your show back to Hollywood, pay the taxes, enjoy whatever liberal advantages you have. Oh. This is director Reed Maroney, right? Morona, is that her name? Reed Morona, accepting an award for The Handmaid's Tale at the 70th Annual Directors Guild of America Awards. This week, the director, Reed Morona, was supposed to fly to Georgia. Why, hell, she was supposed to be on one of the incoming flights. There was a guy, the limo driver, holding the sign up, is she ever going to get here? He's been down there for days, was supposed to fly to Georgia to scout locations for a new show for Amazon Studios called The Power. It hasn't even started. They're leaving you. They're leading you to believe they're leaving. They're not. She put a couple scouts in Savannah. The drama series is adapted from a novel in which a young woman suddenly develops power to release electronic jolts. Yes, I can't miss that, right? From their fingers, shifting gender and power dynamics around the world. At least 2 scouts, 2! We've lost 2 jobs! 2 scouts were hired by the show to begin working in Savannah area for several months, prepping for her arrival. But when Brian Kemp signed the heartbeat bill on May 7th, which effectively bans abortion after 6 weeks, Morono decided to cancel the trip. This is news. This is news. Cancel the trip. Pull the scouts and shut down any possibility of filming a story in Georgia. We had no problem stopping the entire process instantly, Morono, who won an Emmy for directing 3 episodes of Hulu's The Handmaid's Tale, told Time, "There is no way we would ever bring our money to that state by shooting there." So, the media sensationalized it. The battle is now. I stood up and told people last night, where abortion is concerned, the battle is now. They're a nervous wreck. The Democrats are totally a nervous wreck. They know they're going to lose 2020. They know Trump's going to win, and I'm going to highlight that in a minute, okay? They know he is. They know if he's had the nerve to do what he's done. You think about what the President of the United States has had the nerve to do, what he has done in the first 2.5 years of his administration, while under a microscope witch hunt, okay? A witch hunt, a coup attempt. The President of the United States has orchestrated an amazing economy while fighting off a coup attempt. Holy mackerel. But they're nervous. They're nervous about Roe v. Wade. They know they're going to lose the presidency. They know if this guy gets another 4 years and there's nothing to lose, all hell will break loose and the swamp will give up the dead. I don't know how that went. Yeah, swamp thing, okay? They know it. They know Attorney General William Barr. You see, it takes a long time. We'll get into that. Don't get nervous that there's not immediate arrest and immediate things happen. It's going to take time for Barr to get everything, Attorney General Barr, to get everything in place, which we know he's doing. How about the top story yesterday possibly being, why do you think they're yelling so loud in a different direction, the media? Why not the top story yesterday being that Loretta Lynch called James Comey, the disgraced former FBI director, a liar about the matter? Nothing. You won't find it on ABC, nothing. All right, so listen, lady, I forget your name. Don't come to Georgia. Stay wherever the hell you're at. And we know you pulled your 2 scouts that were scouting out areas for this major new show that nobody wanted to miss, that you were bringing to Georgia with all your money. Stay the hell out, and we don't care. We don't want to hear it. Governor Brian Kemp, again, thank you for signing the heartbeat bill, the fetal heartbeat bill. Thank you for calling them C-list actors, and thank you for not bowing down to Hollywood like a former governor in this state did. I'm your host, BKP. I got to take a little break. Actually, I'm getting all wound up, and I didn't intend to. Democrats are going to lose. They're scared to death, and I'm going to show you why. I just know they're going to lose in 2020. And I think we can take back the House. There's a big possibility. Take us to break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. It is Wednesday. Show the folks how they can get in touch. I have plenty of liquids here. Show the folks how they can get in touch with the show. There's the phone number, and that's a 24/7 number. You can text the show. You can text the show, call us. And also there's the email address and the social media ways you can follow the show. Now, I want to say quickly before I move on to our next subject this morning, yes, I get it. I get it. You bring an industry here, you give them a good tax advantage. Then the people move here and they got to buy houses and they pay property tax. And I get it. I have been to the whole circle of economic development classes that I could go to. I get it, all right? I think what I want to say in a much, calm down a little bit, I think really what I want to say, the only thing I want to make reference to is don't forget, Georgia, we had an economy and we suffered the economic downturn like the rest of the country. Yes, we did. But, you know, Georgia has had an economy and has been one of the fastest growing states until the recession. But, you know, we didn't have to give everything away for us to grow out of the recession. That's just my point. Okay, so, yes, obviously, they want to impeach the President of the United States. I think, and I don't have inside information on this, I think there's a group internally that say it's now or never, okay? And the reason I say that, I say Democrats are in the back room putting a strategy together for a couple reasons. One, I think they feel they're going to lose the presidency, that no one's going to beat Trump, and I'm going to explain that in a minute, my reasoning for that. I do think there's a couple of them that are afraid that he has the kind of coattails. And that's what presidential, elections are about, is those coattails, okay? Now, Trump was not on the ballot in 2018. The media is going to leave you to believe that the enthusiasm was so high that Democrats rushed out and wanted to vote against Trump, and that's how they won their majority. And I won't go into that. I'm not going to go down that road. I think in 2018, the Republicans suffered the losses and lost the majority based on people like Paul Ryan, based on the Republicans in Congress, the ones that retired, that knew it was up, it was over, the party's done, the ones that are just not interested in Trump and draining the swamp and working with the president. And, the Republican Party, not to go down the road of beating up the Republican Party, but, the Republican Party has lied. This is my opinion. Many of them in the House of Representatives and the Senate, but have lied to the American people to where they said, we're not sending you back. All right, so let's not go down that road. I think Democrats think that Republicans will win the White House. I think there's a group of them that are nervous they could win back the majority in the House, win the majority in the Senate, and they are in deep you-know-what. Do you realize with an Attorney General, William Barr, now stop and think, a President Donald Trump, and this guy right here, number 74. Now, this is my congressman, okay? And if you'll look on the little placard underneath him, it says ranking member. This is Congressman Doug Collins. He is the 9th Congressional District, Georgia 9th Congressman Doug Collins, ranking member. What that means is Republicans are in the minority, okay? They are in the minority. And this is a simple campaign speech right here. I can make this really simple of why we need to get out and work. This is a good congressman. Now, I don't endorse candidates, and I don't like to brag about politicians. Damn, I can't stand if I brag about a politician. This is a good congressman. This is a congressman that's standing up for the president. This is a congressman that's fighting the battle. And on the House Judiciary Committee, that's where impeachment goes through. Impeachment goes through the House Judiciary Committee. And this guy right here is the ranking member on the minority side for the Republicans, Doug Collins. Now, give me number 73. Now, this is Collins also, another shot. So who would he replace, okay, if we could win back the House? Okay, number 58. This is the chairman, the bullfrog. This is bullfrog. I call him a bullfrog, okay? Nadler. Our subpoenas are not optional, okay? He is the chairman. So if we can win back the House, Collins sits there in the Judiciary Committee. Now, let me say this. Let me put this together because I want you to go home and think about this because I only have 2 hours a day. If Collins shifts over to the Judiciary Committee and William Barr, okay, Attorney General, starts through the investigations of the genesis of this coup, and we start hauling Comey in, Loretta Lynch in, Peter Strzok back in, Ben Rhodes, oh God, the list goes on, Brennan, Clapper, and Collins is in that chair. Do you realize Doug Collins as the House Chair of the Judiciary Committee, plus the others in their chairman positions and other committees, but Collins in there as the chair, William Barr is the Attorney General, Lindsey Graham, which I know we're all still wondering, you know, he was abducted, probed, and sent back down, and he's a new guy, okay? Lindsey Graham, all right, as the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and Donald Trump as president of the United States. Holy mackerel, could we put some Democrats in jail then? They're scared to death, folks. They are a nervous wreck. They're losing the courts. I mean, you take the Judiciary Committee with Lindsey Graham having about 63 Republicans, and we keep putting the people in the courts. That's where we've lost for a long time. So let me get past that, but I do think they're going to lose. Now let me tell you why. I'm going to give you the simple of why they're going to lose. Now this is what they're going to lead you to believe. All right? This is every day. All right? Look at number 14. All right? Now the Democrats will lose. We've got to do the work, okay? Now, this is the best they have. They have 23 candidates. Nobody's excited. Now, as the media tells you the lies, and here's what I want to do for the next hour and a half, is point out the just plain lies, their narrative, and what they hope you'll believe, okay? Remember, Republicans had 17 candidates, right? It took what, 3 months before Donald Trump as a primary candidate shot up the charts like a hit song and started getting thousands to show up for rallies? It did not take long. And the Republican enthusiasm, if you go through, Ted Cruz was getting 5,000, 6,000. I mean, the enthusiasm was amazing for these candidates. Some not so much, but several of them there was. There was some great enthusiasm on the Republican primary side. There were great crowds showing up to see these candidates, okay? I mean, Carly Fiorina was in South Carolina getting thousands of people to show up to see her at these meet and greets. The excitement level at that time, 2016, was through the roof for Republicans. And Donald Trump became the front runner. And when he became the front runner in the primary with all these other candidates, Rand Paul, you know, Marco Rubio, little Marco, okay, Trump was starting to bring in 10, 12,000. I mean, he was blowing up. And this is before the general election. Trump was bringing in thousands at these rallies. Look at this list. Biden is down 3 points, according to this poll. He was at 30. He's at 35 now. Sanders is up 5. No enthusiasm for these candidates. They are stopping nowhere. No, their base is not even excited. Do you realize everywhere they stop, all they're getting is the core Democrats that have to show up because they're getting notes? Let me tell you what they do, okay? They send out emails. Hey, we can't be embarrassed. I'm serious, they do. Now, they might not quote say that. One of them could leak, but hey, don't let the media, you know, say we're not enthusiastic. We need 300 people there tomorrow. Now, I don't have specific facts, but they pay people, they bus people, they beg them and tell them, hey, do you want to let people think we have no enthusiasm? They can't get a couple thousand people at anything. I'm telling you, they're not excited about this guy, all right? They should have a candidate by now. They should have one candidate that people are flocking to saying, I want to see what this person is all about. I want to see what this candidate's all about. I mean, like me, I'm not going to show any interest in a Democrat. But if one of these candidates just was a real standout and real charismatic and really the person and said, hey, they're going to be down in Atlanta. That's an hour and a half from me, I'm going to say. I'm not sure, but maybe I'd go and say, what's this all about? I'd like to go see this guy or this lady and see what all the excitement's about. Not one candidate do they have that there's enough interest that people want to drive anywhere to see what they're about. People they do not want to go see these candidates, and everything is staged in the media to make it look like that Donald Trump loses to all of them. I'm serious. Nobody is excited in this country to go see what these candidates are about. No interest, okay? Now, give me number 15. These are the lies that will be fed on a daily basis. Politico, Trump scrambles to reverse Rust Belt slide. Folks, there's no Rust Belt slide. There's not any. Absolutely no Rust Belt slide. You got to think in Trump in two ways. Pre-president, president. Okay? Serious. Do you realize when he won his election in 2016, you and I both did not know what the hell this guy would really do. That was a chance we were willing to take. He went on a campaign trail. He said everything. What were they telling you and I? Well, he won't. He won't appoint conservative judges. He's really that Manhattan liberal. Okay, he won't. He will not. He's not pro-life. He's that Manhattan liberal. He won't cut regulations. He's a true Democrat through and through. Every day you have to realize that you have pre-election and post-election Trump. And pre-election Trump, it was a chance we were willing to take. Post-election Trump. Now let me say this, and I know I'm not getting sidetracked. I'm just trying to get the wheels turning. On Election Day, that Tuesday, he lands Trump Force One. Trump Force One, okay? He lands it outside of Detroit at like 12:50 a.m. Tuesday morning, Election Day. And at 12:50 a.m., outside of Detroit, Michigan, this guy had 12 or 14,000 people still waiting for him. Because he had done 5 on that day, right? But he was not going to stop until he went to Michigan. 12:50 a.m. Still 14,000 people at this airport at that time in the morning on Election Day waiting for him. They were listening to somebody that they were willing to take a chance on. And he won. He's the legitimate president. Despite anything they tell you, he is the legitimate president of the United States. Now we know him. Now we feel we know him. Now we feel we know what he will do. He didn't lie about the judges. He put them on the bench. And another thing, if you have a chance, go into the lower courts and look at the kind of judges that have been put on the bench in the lower courts that we're replacing every day. We keep looking at 2 Supreme Court judges, Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh. Look at the lower level courts and what they're doing. He told us the truth. Regulations, cut, slashed, told us the truth. Tax breaks, corporate tax slash, repatriating trillions of dollars coming back in this country. He told us the truth. Pro-life, he told us the truth. See, this was a chance we were willing to take. This is what we know. And the American people, folks, regardless of what the media says, they're okay. And they're enjoying life. Because see, here at 12:50 a.m. Election Day, not knowing who this guy really will be in the Oval Office and what he really will do, 12 to 14,000 were waiting. Now that we know, guess what? Crowds are not going down. It's not like, hey, he didn't meet our expectations, so this guy lands Air Force One in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Nowhere. And 15,000 people are there. 10,000 are outside. 70,000 sign up on the internet for tickets. Democrats are scared. SH, asterisk, 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 a couple asterisks. Lists. They are scared to death. Look, Trump scrambles to reverse Rust Belt slide. The Trump campaign recently completed a 17-state polling project that concluded the president trails Joe Biden in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, according to two people briefed. According to two people. Who in the hell are these two people briefed on the results? It's not true, folks. It's absolutely not true. Let me find what else I wanted to put up here. Okay, I got it here. Yes, we're going to talk about impeachment in a minute. But I wanted to talk about... Now, let's put this up again, and you may not be able to see it. Number 69. And the only reason I'm putting this up is MSNBC. Okay, if you can see on the bottom. Okay, this is the same exact graphic with a different timestamp. If you were able to see under the MSNBC, the timestamp's different. They run with this stuff all day long. All day long. Number 70. This lady can't wait to get on TV to tell me at 2:10 Mountain Time means 5:10 a.m. She starts the day. Trump campaign manager reacts to bad results. Reports internal polls show Trump losing Wisconsin, Michigan, and PA. The suppression, okay? Let's go to number 71. Brad Parscale, Trump 2020 campaign manager, okay? The truth is, the picture being painted is intentionally false because the information only pertains to a subset of questions asked. The media's general fixation on reporting head-to-head matchups polling 18 months before an election is pointless because the results are speculative as to be almost meaningless. Okay? And I had one more comment I thought from him. I think I sent that to you twice, Josh. I apologize. But so Trump is rushing, according to them, to save the Rust Belt. So let me frame it another way. The media is doing everything they can to try to reconstruct the blue wall for Democrats. They're rushing to see if they can't rebuild the blue wall in Wisconsin, Michigan, and PA. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. And I'm going to paint the picture of exactly why I think the Democrats are feeling they're going to lose and could lose the House. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Better days ahead.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, there's so much. Let's show everybody how they can get in touch with the show right there. And that's a 24/7 number. You can text me, call me. That's our email address. And there's all the social media ways you can follow us. Also, on our YouTube channel, all of these segments are put up every day on there. FYN TV, Fetcher News YouTube. Subscribe there. We run the show live also on our YouTube channel. Subscribe there, and anytime we're doing a live broadcast, you will get a notification. Yes, there's so much to do today. They're talking impeachment. They're talking Don McGahn, and I don't want to sensationalize things. I want to stay focused on something because their actions right now tell me Democrats are running scared. They're nervous. And there's some saying it's now or never on impeachment. Do I think they want to impeach the president? Yes. Do I think they really want to wait till after the election? No. I think they think that could be too late. All right. So let's just pay attention to something here. And I know for some of you, you're going to say, I went through this yesterday. I want to go through it again because I look at these polling numbers and I look at the lies and how they try to tell you that, yes, I understand Ben Carson, Secretary of Urban Development, Housing, whatever, it's Secretary of, they're making fun of him because the lady said, did he know what an Oreo was? And he said a cookie. So, oh my God, that is that is blown up in the news because he said, is it an Oreo cookie? All right, they're making fun. Anyhow, let's get to the serious stuff. How do we know they're trying to do everything to sabotage our country, our economy, our president? I mean, could you not be happy for anything? Any of the media, could you not be happy for anything? So, let me explain this. Let's go to number 76, okay? Now, Axios, a website, does something called One Big Thing. And every morning at 4:56 there Central Time, at 5:56 a.m., Axios does a segment on MSNBC. And they've written an article called Democrats' 100-Year Flood. Okay, so if you buy homeowners insurance, okay, and if there's been what's called the 100-year flood, you're in a flood zone. So they base it every 100 years. They call it the 100-year flood. Well, they're trying to sell you and they're trying to manipulate that this is the Democrats' 100-year flood. They are excited. They are energized. I'm trying to paint the picture. Nobody's interested in these candidates. Now, we will see. You're going to be told there's 23 Democrat candidates. You're going to be told after the convention and there's only one candidate, if it's Joe Biden, he will show up at places and there'll be thousands. If Joe Biden is the nominee for the Democrats and he goes on the campaign trail and there's 30,000 people show up, it won't be for Joe Biden's 28 minutes. The guy can only do 28 minutes, okay? Hillary could do 14, 15 minutes. He could do 28. Donald Trump does 90 minutes, period. So if the guy shows up and there's 30,000 people, it will be because there's a rock concert. The people want to come see the band. The people want to come see, they'll have a concert all day long, and then he will show up, and then they'll take pictures. That's the way they do it. But that's the excitement people have. They want to come see the band, not Joe. Totally different. I'm just telling you, you got to pay attention. There's no excitement level whatsoever, and this is a lie. See, Democrats' 100-year flood, they're going to try to paint the picture that there's more enthusiasm. Now, look at Joe here, okay, with a head full of hair that he purchased somewhere, and he is in Philadelphia, all right? Philadelphia. So let's go to number 77, all right? Now, number 77, this is not a choir behind him. You got it? This is not the local church choir that showed up to sing behind him. This is the blue shirts, okay? How many fingers am I holding up? Right? 5. That's what Democrats want to tell you. They want to tell you there's 5 there, okay? But those are the blue shirts. They hand out the shirts. They make the people show up. These are the supporters behind him. You never see this at Trump rallies. You never see the blue shirts. The red hats are independently owned. That's independently owned and operated, meaning we go out and buy them ourselves if we want them, and we put them on our heads. We operate them if we want to. But these people back here had no choice. Now, this is in Philadelphia, and I'm going to paint this picture one more time. In Philadelphia Saturday on a beautiful day, a beautiful Saturday, he launches his campaign. In Pennsylvania, because Rust Belt, right? Now, Philadelphia, let's just say 1 million people, for argument's sake. 1 million people. Let's say all 1 million people in Philadelphia are Democrats. Pretty damn close, right? Let's say Philadelphia is the city, and this is true, that within the city of Philadelphia, when Mitt Romney ran for president, not one precinct, not one vote. Mitt Romney did not get a vote in Philadelphia. Not one. So why is Joe Biden A in Pennsylvania, 2 in Philadelphia? I'm going to explain. Trump got too many votes in Philadelphia. Yes, that's right. I'll go over that. But this guy here kicks off in Philly. He's got 1 million liberals. They don't even come out of their apartments. Now, his campaign releases a number of 6,000 showed up. All right? That's what his campaign said, 6,000. A photojournalist there at the event is putting a number of 2,000 on it. But we don't know. So let's just say from 6 to, say it's 3,000. 3,000 in a city of 1 million people that all they had to do was walk outside their building and he could have put 10,000 together, wouldn't even come to see this guy. In a city that he should have been able to put together 300,000, I guess. I don't know. 50,000, not 300. But he should have been able to put 20, 30, 15. Couldn't even put 3,000 people together in this liberal city of 1 million people that they didn't have to drive. Now this is Pennsylvania also. So let's go here. Number 11. The other night, Mont-or-Surville, okay, I think that's what it is. The town in Mont-or-Surville, there's only 4,700 people live in the entire town. This is in the middle of nowhere. Look at the backdrop. Nothing but mountains and trees. These are the people trying to get in. This is the crowd trying to get into the Trump rally. Middle of nowhere. Okay? Here is number 12. There's 15,000 people there. In a town that there's only 4,700. Number 13, I do know Air Force One commands an audience. It's exciting. You take your kids to go see Air Force One. So I get that, okay? Look at the crowd lined up, waiting for the president to get there. There's more people in the crowd waiting for Air Force One, the door to open, than there is at Biden's whole entire event. And then give me, I had here just a minute ago, give me number 78. President Donald J. Trump coming out of Air Force One. So let's go back to the 15,000, number 12. So Biden in a city of 1 million people, Biden in a city where Mitt Romney ran and did not get one vote, Biden in a city where all they had to do was come out their door and he could have got together 10,000 people, could not put 3,000 people together in a city of 1 million liberals, a city of 1 million liberals. Now flip that over. Donald Trump flies into the middle of nowhere, into a town that has 4,700 people. 15,000 people are there. Guess what? If the whole entire town of 4,700, we'll call it 5,000, were there, 10,000 had to drive from somewhere. 10,000 had to get up and get in their car. 10,000 had to go. We're just assuming all 5,000 from the town just drove a mile. We'll go with 10,000 people had to drive, get in the car, stand in line, find parking from somewhere across the state. Thousands that cannot get in or outside. Effort. Pay attention. The effort that had to be taken to get here versus what Biden did, there is no problem. Now, we can't be complacent and say we've already won. There's going to be a lot of work because the media is going to work daily to bring that down. So when you see this, okay, when you see this, Politico number 15, Trump scrambles to reverse Rust Belt slide. Okay? Rust Belt slide, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. It's not true, folks. The Democrats have no enthusiasm whatsoever. They're scared to death. They're scared that Trump is going to win so big across this country that his coattails are going to sweep back in, okay, the House of Representatives. You need to start saying we can win the House back. Absolutely. It's possible because if we do, number 74, it's congressmen like this that will not be the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee. They will be the chairman with an Attorney General, William Barr, and a President, Donald Trump, and a majority in the Senate. Now, let me highlight the lie, multiple lies, and I'm not talking about a subpoena. So, at CNN this morning, give me number 51. These are the kind of things that they're trying to do to manipulate the economy, the lies. Rough first quarter for department stores, Kohl's, JCPenney, Nordstrom's sales declined. Okay? Rough first quarter. Now let's go to number 50. Rough first quarter. Nordstrom's is down 3.5, Kohl's 3.4, JCPenney's 5.5. Retail sales decline. Now here's where they try. See, they've gone out. CNN has gone out and found farmers. They ought to just do a whole campaign called Farmers Against Trump. CNN is all over the country trying to sit down with every farmer and find out how bad the tariffs are and how, you know, devastating the tariffs and the trade war with China is. And they're running these highlights with every farmer they can find. Well, how about this one? Give me number 49. Rough first quarter for department stores. Again, Kohl's. But what's up there, okay? What's up there? Chinese imports to U.S., right? Now, there's a rough first quarter, but its sales are declining. Do you remember the first quarter? The GDP grew at 3.2%. Could these be box stores that people are buying the same products online? Do you realize, and I'm not just talking about Amazon, there are some really good apparel stores that are as affordable that people are shopping at every day? I mean, maybe these companies have to change their business model. But what are they doing as they progress this? 41% of all apparel comes from China. 72%. Now, these companies, okay? This is what they bring in. 72% of all the footwear, China. 84% of all travel goods, China. What did I tell you? I told you the other day. Guess what? I'm not going to do the math. If there's 41% of all apparel comes in, I guess is that 59% that's not made in China? I said the other day, go to the store, look on the label. If it says made in China, put the damn thing back on the shelf. 72% of footwear. So what does that mean? 28% is not made in China? There's a chance you can buy another shoe. 84%. But this is what CNN is doing, right? And number 47, you got Kohl's there. Rough decline, okay? But what they're trying to do is they're trying to tie it, their sales declining. They do that all the way to the point till they get to China and the tariffs. And if you listen and read the report that they put out this morning that I watched, they want to lead you to believe that these stores are suffering losses because of Trump's trade war with China. Not true. Not true at all. There's a big possibility that these stores have to change their business model and have to look for another direction to go in to retain their customers and grow their business. Now, the 3 stores that they brought up, and see, they didn't even have to go to the China imports and talk about tariffs, okay, as sales decline. JCPenney's, Nordstrom's, and Kohl's, I would say their largest business model is the box store. But it's got nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with tariffs from China. But these lousy, no good, low-life, deep state media people try everything they can to tie everything to something that Donald Trump's done and turn it around like he is hurting our economy with these Chinese tariffs. All right, let me get to this here. All right, do they want to impeach the President of the United States? Yes. Bottom line, yes, they do. And where's it at here before we take our break? I had it here this morning. Nancy Pelosi said we have to intensify our investigation. But let me show you these 4 before we go to break. This is who they have hunted down in the halls of Congress. Number 59, Crazy Eyes. Okay? 59, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says we have to. It's the rule of law. Okay? Impeachment. Then they found number 61, crazy as hell, Maxine Waters. All right? Intensify, impeachment must intensify, okay? And then they found this jackass, number 62, Colonel Sanders' younger brother there, the chicken guy, right? Representative State Cohen from Tennessee. Yes, we have to intensify. And then they found number 63 in the halls of Congress. Oversight chair. I'm getting there. I'm getting there on impeachment. I'm right there. Calls for impeachment intensify among Democrats. Look, they want, let me say this. They want Don McGahn, White House counsel, former White House counsel. They want the testimony for sound bites. They're trying to do everything they can to get the testimony so they can have campaign sound bites to work with. Period. That's it. They got to have these campaign sound bites. They're scared to death. They know they got a big problem. I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll wrap up the show.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Better days ahead.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda to the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. If you're new to the show, this is where we take the last half hour and just run through some of the highlights of the media, the lying deep state media. Let's go with number 16. There's Muskrat Minka and Little Willie Willie Won't Go Home. Impeachment talk intensifies after McGahn defies congressional subpoena. Now, they write these as though defies. I mean, that's a bit. I told you yesterday, Josh, I want to write that one down. We want to defy something. Congressional subpoena, Don McGahn. McGahn's not going to go in because he has executive privilege, because he's in the White House. And let me say this. White House counsel has to protect the office of the presidency. You see, Donald Trump is the president, but there's the executive branch. the power of, there's 9 Supreme Court robes. Okay? There's 9 Supreme, that's why I said robes, that we appoint Supreme Court justices to put on. And thank God they all do. Okay? But I'm serious. So we have to protect the integrity of Congress. Oh my God. You can't, don't say that 3 times. That's like Beetlejuice. But we have to protect. Now, Congress is claiming, especially the House of Representatives, that they have all this oversight. But then the executive branch is pushing back. And that's the way it was intended. And it's okay. But to write after McGahn defies congressional subpoena, they want sound bites. Let's go to number 17. Here's the bullfrog there. And the reason I put these clips up, I just show you the narrative that's being run. Democrats' call for impeachment inquiry grow as leaders leaders instead vow to toughen tactics. Toughen tactics. People involved in the investigation say that the Speaker has also approved an escalation of tactics, short of impeachment, to try to turn the tables. They think they're going to lose. Number 18. In a sign that Miss Pelosi senses her caucus growing restless. They're not growing restless. They're in there saying, damn it, I think we're going to lose. The most exciting person we have is Joe Biden. Are you serious? Joe Biden? He's got a problem with China, Ukraine, his son. They're criminals, crooks. And as soon as Barr starts putting out Attorney General stuff on Biden, we're sunk. Then what are we going to end up with? Mayor Pete? Okay? Alfred? We're going to end up with Mayor Pete? Oh, Bernie, who combs his hair with a balloon? In a sign that Pelosi senses her caucus growing restless, she called a Wednesday morning meeting to update lawmakers on the status and strategy behind her House investigations. They're going to try to impeach the President of the United States, folks. Now, wait a minute. Here's something I didn't say, and I hope you stayed with this because I think I've been hearing it through the camera, and I'm hearing it now, and I can tell, and I'm listening to voices. Yes, voices inside my head, right? I'm listening to voices out there saying, you keep saying they're going to impeach, but we have the Senate. Whoa, just remember, if the House, I'm going to just look at you and tell you, if the House of Representatives impeach the President of the United States today, like they did Bill Clinton, and the Senate, which they don't do, the Senate held a private vote. If they went to the Senate and said, this is going to be private, nobody will ever know how you voted, Donald Trump would be removed because the Senate would vote to remove him. Don't think that Trump has. Every time we think, see, Trump did not have the House of Representatives. It's gone. That's why we want to get it now. We want to get Trump's House of Representatives. Number 19, we got Elijah Cummings there. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, and let me go to number 25. This is the narrative they're running all day. House Judiciary Committee issues subpoenas for Hope Hicks and Annie Donaldson. And McGahn didn't show up. There's number 26. This is what they're running with. This is the kind of pictures. Don McGahn didn't show up. Oh, my God. Folks, I don't have time to go into this story. You can research it. But let me ask you a question. When did getting elected and representing the people of your congressional district come with being a jackass? Have you ever noticed these Democrats are just flat out jackasses? They absolutely are. They are smart-ass jackasses. They have no respect for the people they talk to. And so here you go right here. Number 28, HUD Secretary. Okay, Ben Carson mistakes real estate term REO for Oreo cookies. This is what they spent time on, okay? All right? This is what they spent time on. Number 30. Number 30, Ben Carson, HUD Secretary Ben Carson, mistakes real estate term REO for Oreo cookies. This is the smart ass, and I forget where she's at, number 31. This lady is a jackass. They're total smart asses. They're smug as hell, and they think somebody gave them a crown and gave them some kind of big prize that they need to just puff up and be jackasses. And this is Miss Porter asking the questions. Okay, I'll come back to now. Here's CNN. Now, this is what I tell you every day. They run that. This is MSNBC. Now go to number 34. Not a cookie, a crisis. Coming up, a crisis. Not a cookie. I'm telling you, you're total jackasses. Number 35, not a cookie, Ben Carson, Secretary of Housing. All right? Not a cookie, a crisis. Let me see if I have any more cookie stories for the Cookie Monster. Okay, here's number 44. CNN, I'm just showing you the narrative they're running today. They all run the same thing, every one of them. Number 44, Carson confuses real estate term with Oreo cookies. HUD Secretary not understand meaning of REO. Now, he's the Housing and Urban Development Director, Secretary, Inner City, or whatever. You know, I looked at the graphic that said Bill Clinton is responsible for record black incarceration. Barack Obama is responsible for record numbers of black on welfare, and President Trump is responsible for record number employment for blacks. All right, and I mean they're just arrogant, okay, but this is what they're running with, all right? And here's number 45, same thing on a different network. They're all running with the same thing. This is, you're kidding, right? Carson confuses real estate term with Oreo cookies. And then Carson responded, number 46, okay? Oh, REO, thanks, Representative Katie Porter. Enjoying a few post-hearing snacks, sending some your way, Oreos. All right? You misunderstood what the lady said. They are friggin' jackasses, okay? Friggin' jackasses. Let me see if I can get number 53. I left this one out earlier, Josh, and I forgot it. I was going on a roll. Rough first quarter for department stores. Remember I told you that Kohl's, JCB. But look what they put up. They put up President Xi, or if that was his name, Ching or Chi or Chang or whatever his name is over in China, and President Donald Trump. But rough first quarter for department stores. It's got nothing to do with China. It's got nothing to do with tariffs. Period. It's their business model in an economy that grew. Why didn't the headline say, although economy grew? Well, wait a minute. Okay? Stay with me. Why no headlines? You will not see headlines anywhere that says, although last month, okay, the jobs number was 273,000 or something, saying it off the top of my head. We added 273,000 jobs, and the first quarter is a 3.2 GDP, I think. Even with that, growth, department stores are struggling, and some analysts say it's due to their box store business model and not adapting with the next century of retail sales. Where is the headline on that? No, I've showed you this. Rough first quarter for department stores. And who did they put up? Trump and the Chinaman. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say Chinaman. I understand. Okay? I'm telling you, they're pieces of garbage. They are scared to death, all right? Now, here's number 55. I've got to get through this one. How long did this take? Why did this take this long? Virginia Governor Northam's medical school to release findings on racist yearbook investigation. Why did this take 6 months? Why did it take this long? And we haven't gotten the findings yet on this page. What are the findings? This piece of garbage that actually is okay with the birth of a child, not a baby in the birth canal. At least in New York, Mayor Cuomo was going to kill him coming down the canal. I didn't mean to say it like that, but this is the truth, right? New York State, they're in the birth canal. Kill them there. Dismantle them. Get the saw. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It sounds disgusting. Watch the videos. How it sounds, it is. Watch it. But this one wants to actually get the baby out of the birth canal into the real world, hear that first scream, syringe its lungs out or whatever so you can breathe, and then decide if you want to kill it. Oh. But we're going to release the findings on his racist yearbook page where he was either wearing blackface or he was the Grand Wizard of the KKK. All right. Let me get past this because I want to go back here. Let me run through. Let's start. Let's go to 74 one more time. I want to ask you to. I was going to play some of the video today, but I thought what I would do is I want to ask you to go to yesterday, go to YouTube, and pull up Congressman Doug Collins' statement yesterday on the opening of the circus, as he calls it, with Don McGahn not showing up. Listen to his 11-minute video, the congressman yesterday. It's important. I would like for you to do that. Number 75, Dems divided over impeachment. Pelosi backed slow go approach. The reason they're backing a slow go approach is they are so nervous that they think the President of the United States is going to win in a landslide. There's some saying we need to get away from impeachment. And then there's a group probably saying if we don't go through with impeachment, because what would it look like at the ballot box if people go and say, why would I vote for this guy? They're just going to impeach him anyway, or they're impeaching him. Well, what? Trust me, get in a group. All right, we pay attention. And here's what I want to say. We pay attention. You and I pay attention to what's happening. But get in a group that you don't know the people. And over here in a restaurant line on Friday night, 4 or 5 people in front of you talking that you don't know, and they start saying, yeah, they're going to impeach him. Why? I'm not for sure, but whatever it is, it must be bad if they're going to impeach him. I know you don't think that can happen. That can happen, and I think that's what they're going to try to do, is create that discussion around the kitchen table. I don't know exactly what it is, but it must be bad. Let me go right here. I want to go with the I had it here a minute ago. Remember number 36 and 7. I just want to do this just to have fun. O'Rourke tries to jumpstart campaign at CNN Town Hall. That is a sure sign your campaign is dead. If you have to go to CNN to jumpstart it for the second time. Number 29, IRS memo. They found a memo. You must release your taxes. You must release your taxes. IRS memo sides with Congress on Trump's tax returns. Why do we need to see these taxes? Why? Okay? I'm a little confused on that. Now, Number 38, CNN gets in. Choice for 2020 nominee among Dems leaning voters. Dems and leaning voters. 35 for Joe, 16 for Bernie. As you can see, O'Rourke's down to 2. Cory Booker, the only black guy in there. The gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana, Mayor Pete. Well, he's gay. Okay. Amy Klobuchar and Senator Kamala Harris. O'Rourke trailing badly in the polls. And here's another one, number 39. I like this one here. Preference by attention paid to campaign. Among every day they're going to do stupid stuff. If you're paying a lot of attention, are you paying attention? Are you, mister? Are you paying attention? That was actually, I don't like a poll like this, but preference by attention paid to a campaign. You know how much, what a big problem I had through school with paying attention. Biden, 42%. If you're paying attention, somewhat, 33, little or none. Is that not the stupidest question in a poll? Now got a trending. If it's 2019 and you don't understand what's trending, okay? Number 40, Elizabeth Warren. March, 4%, April 12, May 13. She's trending. Buttigieg, 4% March, 10%, and back down to 5 in May. So he's not trending quite. Now, O'Rourke was trending at 12%. O'Rourke trailing badly in the polls. Candidates trending. Holy smokes. Last but not least, I'll put this away, okay. Number 42, Pelosi meeting with Dems and growing impeachment calls. More Democrat support initiating inquiry following White House stonewalling. Last but not least, number 41, the Honorable Steve Mnuchin, Secretary of the U.S. Department of Treasury. He will not release the tax returns. The IRS falls under him. I find it quite interesting that they have found a memo that they think they're going to take to court. Now, let me switch to close the show, and please stay with me, okay? If you're new to the show, let me share with you. I believe I come from one of the most political families in the United States of America. We do not know in my family how to have a conversation at any time about anything that doesn't involve politics in some way, shape, or form. Now, I have one brother. His name's Jerry. Because he's my brother, I can say what I want. He's crazy as hell. We all love Jerry, but Jerry is just, oh my God, he is intense, and Jerry is crazy as hell. Jerry is the Donald Trump of Lehigh Township, Pennsylvania. Lehigh Township, Pennsylvania sits about 15 miles north of Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's a nice Republican, it's a very Republican township. So whoever wins the Republican primary ends up being the township supervisor. Township's large enough that it has a police department. Township's large enough to where it has a road department and fire department. The township. Jerry is well on his way to being township supervisor. He's lived there for 30 years. Give me number 2. Jerry's campaign was Stop the Nonsense. That's the only campaign sign he put out. Now, our family owns a commercial building on the busiest highway going through the township. So Jerry went down to the family property there and he put his sign up, Stop the Nonsense, vote Pritchard for supervisor. Well, for 30 years, Jerry is probably not, and I'm using the number 30, I don't know 100%, but 25 years, Jerry has probably only missed 5 township meetings. He knows every tree that was cut down in the township. Jerry's intense, man. Jerry's crazy as hell. He is Donald Trump to the 10th power, okay? And he knows everything moving in his township. So he got tired of it. He said, I'm running for township supervisor after 25 years. I'm tired of the nonsense. So that was his campaign. So what happened is everybody stopped and asked, what's the nonsense? They wanted to know, what nonsense? I mean, it was brilliant. Okay, he painted that sign himself. He went door to door every single day in that township, knocking on the door with the facts of what was wrong, why their taxes were too high. Oh, yeah. Why they have to roll back regulations, everything. Now, if you're in the Northeast anywhere, these townships have, you know, if you have 4 trees, you have to cut one down, you're only allowed 3. It's just, I mean, just ridiculous stuff that you would not believe, okay? So he decided he's going to run. Now, he won the Republican primary yesterday. And in this township, it is Republican. Now, let me put it up here, okay? Now, he is the candidate you would never think people would go vote for. You just wouldn't, because you don't know what he's going to do, all right? So number 1, this is Lehigh Township Supervisor, and this is only the primary for Republicans. He got 48.6% of the vote. We're all shocked. I'm on the phone at 11 o'clock with my sister. Now, Mr. Hess got 194 votes. And here's the interesting thing. Darrell Snover got 197. Darrell Snover is the current township supervisor. It's like the mayor of a city that's incorporated, okay? Darrell Snover is the current 2-term, I think 2-term, maybe 3, township supervisor. Guess what? Between 3 candidates, he comes away with 48.6% of the vote in the primary. Now, just what they call the super voters come out, so there's not a lot of votes. You know, it's 2, 4, 3, 7, 750 votes, right, in the township. Just in the Republican primary, everybody will come out. Now, he has a Democrat opponent in November, but the township is Republican, and he should win as township supervisor if Jerry doesn't do something crazy between now and November. But we're all amazed. The people wanted to stop the nonsense in this township. They're tired of it. As silly as this sounds with me highlighting a township in Pennsylvania, this is a candidate that got involved. This is a candidate that said, I'm not taking it anymore. This is a candidate. A lady told my sister, said, Jerry knocked on my door at 9 o'clock at night. Who does that? But I opened the door and he wanted to explain to me what's going on. So anyhow, let me give you a little bit here. And this is number we'll go with number 8. Number 8 is Jerry with Mike Pence. Jerry throws his arm around him, probably telling Mike what he thinks as vice president, Jerry with vice president. Now, I don't know if you remember Lou Bartoletta. He ran for Senate and also a good friend of Trump's, and he helped bring, there's number 6. There's Jerry with Lou Bartoletta. All right, number 6. This is the guy that ran for Senate, also former congressman there in Pennsylvania. Lou Bartoletta, there's Jerry and Lou, okay? Now, Jerry went to the inauguration, okay? All right, he went to the inauguration. Let's go with number 9. There's Jerry in Washington, D.C., President Trump's inauguration, okay, at the Capitol. Let's go with number 10, all right? There he is with his red, white, and blue war paint on, his Make America Great Again hat, and he is right there on Pennsylvania Avenue for President Donald Trump's inauguration, okay? And then last but not least, you may enjoy, because he's crazy as hell, here's number 7, okay? Here's when Jerry decides just to take 2 months off work and go build sandcastles. It's crazy as hell. The door and say, I want to do my part where he lives, and barring nothing gets in the way in November, he should be the next township supervisor. And trust me, this township's going to be excited because he's going to roll back their taxes. He's going to roll back fees. He's going to roll back all kinds of crazy stuff they've done in this township. He's going to stop the nonsense. Where he lives. And that's what I wanted to close with. Here's somebody that where he lives decided, I'm not taking it anymore. And that's what we have to do if you're truly serious in draining the swamp, if you're truly serious in turning things around when it comes to your Board of Education, your townships, your counties, your commissions, your city council. You have to say, where I live, I'm going to stop the nonsense. And do your part. Just saying. It is 10:02. Sorry we ran a little late. Hey, congratulations, Jerry, on the big win there. Damn, Township Supervisor. We're not going to be able to put up with him. Trust me, you just don't know. Take us out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.